Hello, my name is Tracy Allen, and I want to welcome you to Cooking with Some Friends. Hello and welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. We're getting ready to make some deep dish Chicago style pizza. And so in my bowl, I'm beginning the crust, and I put in 2 2/3 cups of warm water. Now I'm doubling the recipe, so that's why I did that. Then to that, I want to add 4.5 teaspoons of yeast. So that would be 3, 4, 1.5 teaspoons of yeast. And I'm going to mix this in gently, and then I'm going to let it set for 10 minutes so that yeast can start activating. And I am using quick rise yeast since we're doing pizza crust, not a bread. Okay, I just need to leave that to dissolve. Okay, our yeast has been sitting for about 10 minutes, so now I'm ready to go ahead, and while the mixer is on low, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of olive oil. And again, I'm doubling the recipe. And I've got my sugar and my salt. I have 4 teaspoons of sugar and 3 teaspoons of salt. Then I want to put in 1 cup of yellow cornmeal. And then I'm going to gradually add in up to 7.5 cups of flour, just depending on how much I need. That's 2. I also have some melted butter I want to pour in. And then keep adding my flour to make my dough. That would be 3 cups. When I get all this mixed together, I'm going to cover this and let it proof or rise till it doubles. And that'll take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. Five cups. There's 6. 6.5. Tiny bit more, so it's still holding together. You don't want it sticking to the sides. Okay, there's our dough. We'll take it off the paddle and then we'll let it proof. Okay, our dough for our crust is done, and since I doubled, I'm going to make a little bit more. So we have our fillings ready too. Some like mushrooms. I have some Italian sausage. I have some pepperoni. Never fails. I have some pepperoni, some provolone, some mozzarella cheese, and some Parmesan cheese. So we're just gonna work our dough out and up the sides, and then we'll start filling. Okay, so I've got my crust in and up the sides, and I put some slices of provolone on the bottom. Now I'm gonna add a layer of mozzarella. And then a layer of sauce. No spoon. Do you guys like really saucy pizza?
No.
It's kind of interesting. Chicago pizza, obviously invented in Chicago, but really it's got cornmeal in it and stuff in the crust, it goes up the sides. But Detroit copied them, or has their version of it. The Detroit deep dish, and it is square.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay, what's next?
Sausage.
Now we're gonna put on some Italian sausage that we cooked earlier. Get my plate off the top that was keeping it. Spread that all over. We're also gonna put some pepperoni on it, just because we can. I would not like working in a pizzeria.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to throw the dough up and do that whole thing with it, but if I threw it up, it would either stick to the ceiling or I'd drop it.
Land square on your face.
Yeah.
What?
It would land square on your face.
Yes, right in my face. And you can make your own pizza sauce or find your favorite. Purchase sauce. Enough pepperoni or want more?
That's probably good.
It's good? Okay. And next, we're going to
Mozzarella.
put another layer of, actually, I think we're going to do our mushrooms on part of this.
I like
I didn't know if you wanted to put them on this one or on just the cheese one.
Just put them in this little corner. We have some people that don't like mushrooms.
I like mushrooms.
I like mushrooms too, Lola.
It's just me.
No.
And Noah.
No. Okay.
Grandpa and
Then some more mozzarella. Katie's my opener over there. And then I want more sauce, correct?
yes.
I don't like lots. Did I already say that? Real saucy pizzas?
Yeah.
What?
What?
And we're preheating our oven to 425.
I bet this is gonna be good.
You think?
Yeah. I've never had this kind of pizza before.
I bet that looks kind of weird when it just disappears off screen, then a little hand comes in. And I doubled my dough, but it's because I'm going to take the other part of my dough and make a cheese pizza for just the kids.
Take it easy with the sauce. Why you don't like a sauce?
Okay, and over the top of this,
Parmesan.
I want some Parmesan. And then it's ready to go in the oven for
35 minutes.
35 minutes. And then when it comes out, you do need to let it rest just a few minutes.
Sis.
Hello everyone and welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. We are going to have hot roast beef sandwiches with garlic mashed potatoes. We have a Hawaiian cheesecake salad we're going to have with it, some corn. We've got some different things going on. But I made a roast the other day and I saved some of the broth and I set it aside in the refrigerator, and that's what's cooking or heating in my pan. When this comes up to a boil, I'm going to add a slurry to it to make roast beef gravy. And the slurry is just about 1/8 of a cup to 1/4 cup of flour with about 1/2 cup of water. And so I've just shaken that really well. So as soon as this comes to a boil, I'll add this. Then you can do one of two things. You can take deli roast beef, and if you're going to use deli roast beef, you can use 12 ounces of gravy and 12 ounces of roast beef to about 10 ounces of gravy. And you can even, if you want to make it super simple and if you like it, you can buy canned gravy to use with this, but we're making homemade. So I've cut the deli roast beef up and I'll separate that when I put it in. If you have leftover roast from cooking a full roast, you can always take that, and we've got some, and cut it up small, slice it up, and then put that in your gravy. And I'm going to also add just a little bit of kitchen bouquet, and this it browns it up. It gives it a little bit more flavor, but it browns the gravy up to a really rich color. So our broth is about to that boil. Let's see if I get slurry all over me when I open this. You can see the slurry is kind of thick, so I'll just add as much as I need to thicken up the gravy to the consistency that I want it. I have a lump in there. And if you're using the purchased gravy, you just heat that up. You can do it in a saucepan or a skillet. You can heat it up, get it to a boil, and then put your roast in, and then take it down to a low heat to let it cook all the way through. When you put your slurry in, you want to make sure to stir so it doesn't lump. You can see the consistency I'm coming up with. I want it a little thicker. Some people, when they make gravy, use a cornstarch slurry. I just like to use a flour slurry. There's the consistency I'm looking for. You can see it's a nice thick gravy. I'm going to add a few drops of my kitchen bouquet. I'll turn this down. Just a little bit more to get the color I want. There we go. So there's our gravy. Turn down even more and add our roast beef. And we'll put this over. You can use a 7-grain bread. You can use white bread. You can use, I've got a 12-grain bread I'm going to use. I just want that to continue cooking until the roast is hot. That's all there is. Thanks for joining us for this session of Cooking with Some Friends. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And find us on Facebook at Cooking with Some Friends.